Donkey Kong Country is packed with secrets, but one has haunted fans for decades. A level that was planned, maybe even built, but never released. Over 30 years later, fans are still finding broken tiles and used enemies and glitched zones that lead to nowhere, or maybe somewhere. What if the original game had a secret level, cut before launch, and Nintendo never wanted you to find it? This is the untold mystery of Donkey Kong Country's lost level. You probably remember how Donkey Kong Country begins. You walk into your banana hoard, and it's gone. No bananas, no explanation, just an empty cave. But what if I told you the game was originally supposed to start very differently? Hidden in the original code are traces of something unfinished, something never seen in the final game. An extra section of the jungle map, backgrounds, sprites, even physics data for platforms that don't exist. These aren't your average glitches or developer leftovers. These are level-ready assets, full environments, unique enemies, everything needed to build a fully playable stage. But there's no way to access it through normal gameplay. Why were these things created and then left behind? Was there a level that got cut at the last minute? A Rare developer once hinted at it, saying they had to cut content to make the game fit on the cartridge. That alone is enough to raise questions. But it gets weirder. Some fans believe this missing stage wasn't just planned, it was partially implemented. And through a glitch, it might have been seen, just for a moment, before being pulled from the game forever. And that's when the questions started. Was there a missing stage? One that was removed before release, but never fully erased. What do you think the level was? Jungle? Lava? Boss fight? Comment below. When hackers first dug into Donkey Kong Country's ROM file, they expected and used sprites, maybe a few leftover animations. What they found was something much more puzzling. Tucked away in the game's memory are entire tile sets, fully functional backgrounds, detailed textures, even collision maps that don't match any known level in the game. Why spend time rendering this level of detail if it was never going to be seen? These aren't broken leftovers. They're finished, testable, and even appear in early builds that leaked later on. Someone meant to use these. So fans started connecting the dots. Using those assets, they began to rebuild the level that never was. And the result? A chillingly believable jungle meets lava hybrid zone, with traps and enemies no one ever fought. Could this be the lost level? Was it meant to bridge two worlds, like a lava temple hidden beneath the jungle canopy? Here's where it gets even stranger. One theory suggests these assets were part of an early tutorial zone, designed to teach players mechanics like minecart jumping or rope swinging, but in a more dangerous setting. But if that's true, why remove it? Some believe it was cut not for memory reasons, but because it was too difficult or too dark. A few assets hint at collapsing floors and rapid auto-scrolling, not used anywhere else in the game. Could it be that this level was scrapped because it was too much for young players? And yet, the game never fully deleted it. Why keep the data? Why leave the door cracked open? What do you think? Hidden tutorial, hard mode, or something darker? Let me know in the comments. Up next, we explore the glitches that may have cracked that door wide open and let players peek inside. The mystery of the lost level might have ended with some unused assets, if not for one thing: the glitches. Over the years, players began to uncover strange behaviors hidden deep in Donkey Kong Country's code. Not your typical bugs. These were glitches that did something different. At first, it just looks like a broken screen, a crash, But slow it down and you'll notice something. There, a tile, a platform, an object that shouldn't exist in this level. But it's real. It loads. It reacts to DK's weight, and then it's gone. This led to one of the most chilling discoveries in the entire community. Certain assets from the lost level aren't just in the game. They're still loading during play, buried just below the surface of certain maps. Players have reported falling into lava sections in levels that don't have any lava. Others swear they found ghost platforms floating in void spaces. And a few even landed in areas that appear to be stitched together from multiple zones, jungle, factory, and cave, all in one broken room. It's like the game is remembering something it's not supposed to. A level that was deleted from memory, but not from existence. So how is this possible? How does a glitch trigger assets from a deleted stage? According to ROM modders, Donkey Kong Country doesn't fully delete unused data. It just makes it unreachable. But when a glitch throws off the level loader, the game grabs the nearest data set. And sometimes, that data comes from the lost level. Which brings us to the biggest piece of the puzzle. A prototype build from the early 90s that contains something no one expected to find. Drop a like if you've ever glitched through a wall in any game.
Guys, we finally made it. Nintendo of America, the fortress. Let's
In
find
2017, a rare beta build of Donkey Kong Country surfaced online, leaked from an old development cartridge once used at a trade show in the early 90s. At first, it looked like a simple debug demo. Nothing unusual, but players quickly noticed something strange. There was a level no one recognized. It wasn't in the final game, or even in any developer interviews. And when modders forced it to load, they stepped into what might be the original version of the lost level. And the strangest part, there's an exit, a fully coded goal that sends you back to the map, meaning this wasn't a test. It was part of something bigger. Some believe this was once the game's true opening level, a hybrid tutorial meant to teach rope swinging, barrel timing, and lava hazards all in one. But others think something darker, that the level wasn't cut for time, it was erased because it revealed too much. In the beta, if you clip out of bounds, there's a massive structure hidden in the void, something not seen in any final stage. Fans have called it the gate. No explanation exists. It doesn't interact with anything, but the engine loads it anyway, like a forgotten chapter left wide open in the game's memory. Some fans think it was the entrance to an entire world that never made it. Possibly a final zone, a lava temple, maybe even a scrapped boss fight. And while Rare never confirmed the purpose of this structure, they did admit that some levels were cut late in development due to cartridge size limits and memory overflow bugs. So the question is, why is it still there? Why did no one remove it from the beta? Unless it was never meant to be found at all. Would you play the lost level if it was real? Comment yes below. Next, we dive into the wildest theory of them all. The one that links the lost level to Donkey Kong Country 2, a scrapped boss, and a message hidden in the sound files. In the final minutes of this mystery, we arrive at the most bizarre and most debated discovery of all, the hidden sound. Fans analyzing the unused beta music noticed something unusual buried beneath the track. A hum, almost like a signal. And when run through a spectrogram, it revealed something shocking. Fans analyzing the unused beta music noticed something unusual buried beneath the track. A hum, almost like a signal. And when run through a spectrogram, it revealed something shocking. Some believe this shape is tied to a boss that never made it into the game. Others think it's just audio corruption, but a few think it's a clue. According to Rare's internal art archives, one boss was fully designed but never used. It had no name, only a code name, the Sentinel. Fans have pieced together a chilling theory. The lost level wasn't just another stage. It was the gateway to a secret boss fight, one so strange, so unstable, that it broke the game engine. And instead of fixing it, they buried it. Some players even claim that when entering the void through glitches, they've seen flashes, red screens, shapes, faces, sounds that don't appear anywhere else in the code. Of course, this could all be rumors, retro gaming creepypasta. But here's the thing. The data is real, the assets are real, the glitches are real, and something is still there. Maybe we were never supposed to find it. Maybe we were meant to forget. Have your own theory? Drop it in the comments. I read them all. And if you want more deep dives into video game mysteries, follow and turn on the bell, because the next one might be even darker.